Hi, welcome to Far Cry 4. We are doing a DLC pre-order mission called the Syringe, which appropriately I used a syringe. I had to heal myself to trigger this woman to talk to me. She's a bit awful. AJ, you're a good man. I have some news, but only for you. I've got a secret mission. Oh, I thought secret would I thought the word secret would grab your attention. It's like, yeah, whatever. What do you want me to do? What she wants you to do is go and see a Sherpa just up there, and you will be taken to the Himalayas, which is quite exciting, right? At first I couldn't work out what these star missions were, like just these stars appeared on the map. It was very confusing. They didn't appear to be related to anything, so I did some digging and it turns out this was a free pre-order mission, or a free mission for people who ordered the season pass, I think. I'm not sure. There's another one called Blood Ruby, and some Herc missions have popped up, which I think were part of the pre-order too. But anyway, I digress. The goal here is to get to the top of the mountain before Pagan Min's men. I immediately ruined the first encounter by going in with the elephant gun on that guy and then getting spotted by everyone else. But the long and the short of it is, when they say beat Pagan Min's men to the top, they mean make your way to the top and kill all of Pagan Min's men on the way. Now this was really stupid because I'm in the wide open, up against a wall, everyone can see me and they're all shooting me in the face. I used the elephant gun, which was super noisy, so of course they were all like, what was that? Oh look, it's a dude that we need to kill. So this first encounter was a mess, and it doesn't get much better. If you're watching my games, it's probably rarely for the high quality gameplay, or if you're watching my videos, it's probably rarely for the high quality gameplay, and hopefully more for the entertainment. Well, anyway. So the sniper rifle wasn't working, so I decided to get stuck in with the elephant gun. And of course in the Himalayas you're going to find snow leopards. Now, I say of course, I didn't think it through. So what I did, I've got the bow with me, but I ditch it at pretty much the first opportunity for an interesting new weapon, which is foolish because later on I meet some snow leopards and obviously don't get to maximise their skin. There's a letter there. Kabir is dead. The blizzard's horrible. Can't see a thing. Died of exposure. Leave the body there. Frozen solid, etc., etc. Now there's just a series of checkpoints here. I came up here with enough for about 30 crafting syringes. I like to carry around enough for that most of the time, just in case I get stuck in a mission like this, where I can't craft any. Sadly, I didn't do the same for health. Or rather I did, but then I kind of used it all in the first encounter. Like that was 3 health packs down. And then I just went and did exactly the same thing here. I'm like, oh okay, look, there are some people, and just took a headshot at the first one I saw without considering the approach at all, which was really foolish. Now apparently this can be done co-op, which I actually think would be an awful lot of fun. Presumably the other person has to have the DLC as well, although I don't know, maybe you could just host and take them in. But it's kind of fun. Visibility's limited. In turn, their visibility is limited. So if you don't just announce your presence by shooting, a guy standing in the middle of a pack in the face, or using something loud like the elephant gun, there's a lot of opportunity for stealth. In the Longinus mission, I completely missed that grenade prompt. In the Longinus mission, which I do straight after this, which is immediately back up to the Himalayas, I'm a lot more stealthy and it's a lot more fun. Being able to sneak around. I mean, there are still moments where they completely blow me open, but or I completely reveal myself, I should say. But generally, being stealthy is it's easy in the open with the snow, simply because the visibility is ruined. Now I think at this point I've run out of sniper rifle rounds. My ammo bag is still in pretty bad shape, I think. Or is it heavy ammo? Does sniper rifle count as heavy ammo? But I can only carry 25 plus whatever's in the magazine, which I think works out to about 31. I want to say I've got 6 in the magazine, but I could be wrong. But these guys are all done now, so just a little bit of looting and looking for ammo reserves. I also had a look at the map because I kind of wanted to see if there were any waypoints here, but no, we're just way up in the mountains and there is no actual map. Here's the ammo here, so I just kind of picked all that up, reloaded. There's a few guns around, but really you should have what you need. Yeah, and if you come up to the Himalayas, keep the bow. My understanding is that snow leopards will come pretty much as soon as you hit the North Island. They're going to be everywhere, but I think, like quite a lot of people, I've decided to unlock outposts and radio towers before I even kind of look at the North Island, which means that I haven't seen any snow leopards yet, so this is really my first exposure to them. which is fun. I mean, you know, they're basically just leopards, but in the snow. Snow leopards. It's like brick off the middle. Snow leopards. Anyway, a few more guys here. I figure a grenade will make short work of that. Oh, sorry, bait I wanted to put down, because I figured some sort of doggy would come and bother him like that. I also wanted to see if snow leopards would come, but it's actually only Himalaya mountain wolves, or whatever they're called at this point. And then I figure I'll just kill him so that when I go down he's not in the way. And it's a little bit of karma to boot. Now this guy's coming up, he's seen me, so pull out the sniper rifle to pick him off, and obviously I'm getting shot at immediately, so run and heal. I'm really bad at taking cover. And then I see that, oh, hello, it's a helicopter. That could be problematic. And the helicopter pretty much kills me because I don't really make any effort to hide or get away, which was foolish. So here's the next run at it. Take out the sniper again. This time he doesn't get spotted, his body's just there, and I figure I'll take this guy down and then do a chain takedown on that one. It seemed like a really much smoother way to do it. And there's a bit more experience in the bag as well. Now there's a pyro around here. I'm not going to go into the whole kind of, if we have an oxygen mask, is there enough oxygen to run a flamethrower, how efficient is it, and all that, because really it doesn't bear thinking or talking about. It's pointless trying to apply real world physics or thinking to a game which is so much fun. Really? I'm kind of okay. I don't really mind if the oxygen is too limited to actually burn fuel. Although it can't be right, because, and this is just supposition, but actually since the jet ski things work, and presumably they use combustion, so maybe a flamethrower is a reasonable concept. Yeah. And actually I've been up snowboarding high enough where I've been properly out of breath just dragging my board around, and still been able to use a lighter. So make of that what you will. Sorry, I'm just making supposition right now. I hope you're enjoying it. Anyway, the helicopter there, I figured the best thing I've got for it is a grenade launcher, and that actually works out pretty well. Better than I expected, to be honest. That's the first helicopter I've taken down. I like the fact that you can pull the pin on a grenade, then put it back in your pocket. Oh, I didn't mean to. Just put the pin back in. Yeah, no, so the helicopter, I figured elephant gun wasn't going to do much, right? Sniper rifle probably just going to, like, annoy it. So I thought, well, grenade launcher, how bad can it be? And it 2 hits and boom, no more helicopter. Shh, phone, it's okay. Sorry if you can hear that. And then this guy's come down to investigate the body, so I just dropped down on him and get a death from above, because that seemed like a relatively easy, nice, clean way to do it. And here I took this is the moment that it happens, I took the flamethrower, which has got an awful slow reload, rather than the bow, just without thinking. So I could have swapped it for any other weapon, and I should have done. I should have switched it out for maybe the elephant gun. That would have been fun, because that's my close range weapon anyway. But I was thinking, I'm not going to use the bow up here, what am I going to use it for? And then what do I meet pretty much immediately next? Some snow leopards. It's not quite next. First of all, I use another hunting syringe to see what's coming, and there's some dudes up here. There we are. So I have a little bit of fun with them. But this is, I quite like this. This is a fun mission. If I'd actually thought about it and planned it, it would have worked a lot better. That was a horrible, horrible miss. One in the head for you, pal. And then he's put the flare up, which brings, I think, the helicopter or reinforcements or something. I don't understand why that second shot was a miss, to be honest. That seems a little unfair to me. And then I thought, well, I'll get the flamethrower out and just roast this guy. Help me, I'm on fire! So he's down. And the reload, that's sped up ×8. So the reload on the flamethrowers, you may remember from Far Cry 3, if you played that, is pretty brutally slow. Fortunately, it holds a lot of fuel in one tank, and you can just kind of burn away to your heart's content. Don't know how I missed him so many times and just stood there taking bullets, but I did. It's just that, the snap trigger. I'll kind of be panning across and then panic and be like, oh god, I just need to shoot. And then it's either too early or too late. Less haste, more speed, as my darling mama always says. Anyway. It's a little hard to tell if they're actually exposed or if I'm just hitting rock. That's the problem with the hunting syringe, and because they're white, you can't really tell if their outline is their outline behind something, or it's... I don't know what I'm doing with that mine. Oh, I figured they were maybe going to come and see me from there. There we are, like that. Yeah, it's hard to tell if you're looking at their outline or they're actually just visible but grey because of sun. Snow. Anyway, I saw this grapple point up here and figured, well, I'll go up here to take out the sniper. Like here, is this guy exposed or is he behind a rock? Turns out he's exposed, or at least his head was. Whereas I would have said almost certainly he was 100% behind a rock. I kind of thought a grenade down there would be a good plan. Got a couple of them. Multi-kill. And there's just one guy left here, and he, because I can't get a decent bead on him, goes down to a grenade as well. I was thinking about doing a death from above on him, but it seemed a bit risky to come in from that high. I'd tried one from a little higher before and just fallen to my death. So I thought it probably made sense not to risk it again. Anyway, here I eventually, after looting some bodies, made it up to where the sniper is. And as you'll see, the approach up where the sniper is doesn't look like you could actually walk on it. It looks a bit too steep and like you'd slide off here. No, not here. Well, I've slowed it down. That was just a little too early. But there. Right, that seems like you would fall off. So I disappeared off this way for about 20 minutes trying to look for an alternate route up. Didn't find one at all, like nothing even approximating a different route. So I thought, well, what's the worst that can happen? You know, I saved, it'll bring me back to the last checkpoint, and sure enough you can get around there. And I thought that was a little bit cheeky. Just because down on the ground, anything that steep you would fall off. Like there's no way you'd be sliding around that or walking around that, you'd just be sliding off it. Anyway, here are some snow leopards, but I missed this jump the first time. So here it is the second time, and this is where I wish I'd had the bow, because it would have been 4 skins instead of 2. The Longinus mission that's coming up next, where he sends you up into the Himalayas, you'll get 2, maybe 3 more snow leopards as well. And again, I didn't bother to fix my gear in between, which was really stupid. And I felt like a headshot on that dude should have got him, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I didn't bother to fix my gear up between missions, or switch my gear out, because there was no fast travel close to where all these missions are, and kind of going there and having to run all the way back seemed a little bit tedious. Although I guess it's relatively close to Reggie's place, and I've just bought the personal buzzer, so I don't know. Anyway, there's the second snow leopard. They kind of look, you know, broadly like regular leopards, except they've got a slightly whiter pelt. And there we are, explosives bag. I figure being able to carry 5 C4 mines instead of 4 would be quite nice. The heavy ammo needs 4 snow leopard skins, I think, so I'm still a few short there. But as I said, my understanding is when you make it to the North Island, or as soon as you make it to the North Island, snow leopards are abundant. So I'm just going to plod on with the story mission for now. Now I was trying to work out what to do here. I was using the syringe to see if there were any more leopards around that perhaps I'd missed, but it seemed unlikely given that I'd just used one on the approach there. And then a helicopter came cruising past, so I thought better of just running across there and being completely exposed. I don't really understand the trajectory of the grenade launcher at range enough to risk putting a grenade on it from there, so I figured I would just run across here and hope it didn't notice me. It seemed to be going in the opposite direction. Unfortunately, that plan failed miserably. So there it is, shooting at me, and I figure, well, I'll just continue to use the grenade launcher. I've got, what, 20 shells? Grenade launcher in a shell? Grenades, projectiles, units. I've got the number 20 written next to my ammunition count. Down there, there we go. So I figured I could take a few shots and just experiment with how it is. And when you're kind of shooting up, actually, because there's no drop off, it just goes up and then down. It wasn't too bad. I think I may have been able to jump across there, but in the end I figured I would just look the other way first. And you really can climb some steep hills here. It's quite disconcerting based on the fact that you avoid steep hills like the plague down on the ground for fear of falling to your death. Anyway, over here there is a swing. Having climbed up here, and we're nearly at the top now. I don't think there's any more people now that helicopter's gone. You need to swing out that way, there we go, and then just tap the climb button and you'll make it. I guess you could detach and do a little jump. And then there's another little climb here that we have sped up. I say we, I. And here we are at the top. Ooh, watch out for the wind! And there's the body. So you loot the body, you get the syringe, and then you wingsuit back down, you'll see on the top left. And I was thinking, this is an amazing opportunity to like wingsuit really, really far. This will be cool. But no, just gave me a loading screen instead. And then it brought me back to this woman. You found it before they did. Yes, that smile tells me everything. Well done. After Kyrat is truly free, maybe you can share it with everyone. Until then, protect it. The syringe, mission complete. Why make you go and get a syringe, which you use for everything in the game to give you boosts, and then not let you use it? Like, make it something else. Make it a delivery note, or a, I don't know, a signature weapon, or a something. But going all that way and spending all that time doing... I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so angry, but going all that way, spending all that time doing a mission to retrieve a syringe, only to find out you can't use it, seems a bit annoying. Anyway, on the left is a cultural exchange, and on the right the next Longinus mission. That's it for now. See you in the next one. Bye.